selalu berbuat baik pada sesama, berbuat baik pada alam semesta.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Para pemirsa dan fans Aliper yang berbahagia, sekarang mari kita nikmati reaksi atas reaksi dari para reaktor bule hari ini. Terima kasih, semoga bisa menikmati.
Hi guys, Yuri here again. Welcome to IB Plays Music. I'm back home again from vacation and I can record in my studio again. Today I'm reacting to Alipbata with his fingerstyle cover of the song Buried Alive by Avenged Sevenfold. I pronounced it correctly today. If you haven't seen the video, I have reacted to Avenged Sevenfold Buried Alive in my last reaction because I wanted to listen to the song as I haven't heard it beforehand. So if you haven't checked out that reaction, check out that one somewhere above here because I was really impressed by the song, loved the contrast in there. There were some rough parts in there. I'm really curious on how Alip will adapt to this song, in his version. So, without any further ado, guys, let's check it out. If you haven't seen my other reactions to Alipbata, all the links will be in the description down below as well. If you don't know, sometimes I give some comments on the guitar playing parts as well, just so you know. Okay, here we go. Exactly like the original. These harmonics. Okay, so we see that he already uses these harmonics. I am not really sure in the original. I haven't listened to it enough of times to really have paid attention to it, but I don't really know in the original if they also use the harmonics in the guitar play. Somehow I think the original is played on an electric guitar, even though it's a clean sound. It doesn't always need to be distorted. They can use a clean sound on an electric guitar as well. And I'm not sure if they use harmonics in that intro. That said, we see he adds the bass in there on the top string as well later on. So let's return again from the beginning so we can listen to that part again. Here we go. You see these harmonics? Very smooth. These touches, nice. Wow. Oh my god, all these different techniques that he uses again, it just blows my mind. Like the harmonics that he uses by only using his right hand are so subtle, and I'm pretty sure that is not from the original or not the way they play it. Also, the swift movements that we see again from fret to fret with his left hand very smooth movements right there. So far we haven't seen any percussion, but probably that is because there isn't any percussion so far in the original either. It is a pretty long intro from the song itself, but it's pretty similar as the original from what I hear right now. I've heard the original a couple of times, of course, by the time I'm recording this, because I have already posted my reaction to the other one. But let's return a little bit. Let's go. A little strum in there. So smooth. Woo. That little bend in there that he just swept right in there. It's just so subtle, and you wouldn't notice if you didn't pay attention to it, probably. And I say there is no percussion, but there is a slight tap with the thumb on the upper string to give some tempo, right? Some rhythm. But it's very subtle there. But listen to the very swift bending there. Like mid-playing, he's just adding these harmonics, and then the bending in between is just so cool to see. The little tap with the thumb. Yeah, there we go. Oh, here we have the voice. Oh my God. Man, he just basically does the three instruments in one. Like, he does the guitar part, which is the most obvious, of course, but he also does the bass, and now he's including the voice as well. But he's doing basically all three of them together on the one guitar. That just always blows my mind how he does that. Even backing vocals. That's not the original. Woo. I'm pretty sure this quick finger style plugin is not in the original. It's something like probably every video that I've seen from him, he gives some kind of his own touches to these covers. And that's probably his touch in this song that he gives to it. It's just so swift, the way he moves the fingers on his right hand right there. And whilst he's plucking pretty fast all these separate notes, but then at a certain point he's just strumming very fast with the tips of his fingers on the right hand. Let's just see that again. Yeah, we just passed it. Let's go again. So that we see the quick plucking as well. Here we go. Very swift. Let's see. Right here. Right there. Did you see a lot of these hammering on and pulling off techniques with his left hand? Also, look at his right hand. It doesn't move at all, basically. It just stays right there. It's just the fingers that are moving. It's very static, his right hand, which is, of course, makes it easier to control the strings that you're plucking and to know where you are with your hand. Because if you're like moving your hand up and down or front and back all of the time, it is really hard to hit the right strings, really with finger plucking, especially right? So look at his right hand just staying stationary right there. Also look at his left hand, the hammer on and pull off technique. Very static. Yeah. And it seems like I'm buried alive. Oh man, I love the voice line he does. The bridge to the chorus. And it seems like we're buried alive. That's what's coming probably. But that's it, guys. So the part that he makes his own is like the chorus, right? So he does the strumming and the plucking. The fast plucking is the chorus that he does that on. And I was very curious on how he was about to do these rough parts, these distorted parts in the original song. And that's the way he makes it his own. Very nice and very different to pick it up like that. It was so cool. And it seems like a bear. Oh yeah, that's forgot this part. Rhythm changes. The solo starts. Oh. These are not basic chords, guys. These are some hard chords to play and like to memorize all the positionings that he does. Also like the solo that he plays, just it seems so natural, right? It always seems so natural when he plays it. Like it's just memorized within the fingers, within his hands. Like some guitar players on stage especially, you would see like they're making these faces like, oh, this is so hard to play, right? Sometimes it's just play to entertain, right? But like with Alipbata right here, you never see him making these faces. It's just like it's just like a random day. It's just like another day in his time off, just playing the guitar without any effort. Let's return a little bit and keep going. We're almost at the end. Oh, here we go. We do get a little bit of a rougher part. Oh, hey. Okay, so we ends it there. That's a smart move. That's a nice part to end, actually. So I'm actually glad that he did kind of include like the rougher part at the end, because I also said in the reaction that I've done to the original song Buried Alive from Avenged Sevenfold that it's not a complex part to play, but it just fits at that moment, and it brings the message. Like the rough part just has something of an effect, right? It just has that badass guitar sound, and it doesn't need to be complex for this. But if Alip would just have done all these parts monotone, he can do much more than that, right? And that's what he did. But he just included that part at the end just so it's recognizable, probably. It's very nice the way he twisted the chorus to this very fast-paced, like plucking slash strumming part, without being this overly rough and distorted part. Another great one. In this one, he actually, like I said, he uses the side of his thumb to tap the upper string sometimes to give it some rhythm. But aside of that, he didn't really use that much of percussion in this one, which is fine actually. He could have used like a ton more of percussion, but it's not always necessary, of course. At the heart, you're still playing the guitar, right? And this reminds me, like, I've done a lot of reactions to a cappella as well. Like, you sometimes just assume there is going to be some beatboxing in it, but it's not always the case, and it doesn't always need to be there to bring the message. It depends on the song and the way you want to play it. And this just fitted for this song, even though we know he can just do a lot of percussion if he wanted to. He just chose not to. Right, guys, I hope you enjoyed my reaction to this one from Alipbata. Give me your suggestions for the next ones in the comment section down below, and I'll definitely see what I can do. Guys, I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share the video. Also, don't forget to check out my other reactions to Alipbata and my other reactions in general. I also have music videos and tutorials for you guys to check out. So thank you very much, and see you guys next time. Bye. I'm saying it because I hadn't seen, because I haven't so I can run cover of Avenged. I'm pretty curious. I'm really like the artificial. I haven't heard. I mean, I have, and you wouldn't notice it if you did it. To give some. Whilst I'm pretty sure this quick strumming the string, also like with the tips of so that we see the thick also, and the these are not basic chords, right? And it does need to be. But when Alip, he could have used, but it